Welcome back to another episode of Extreme. My name is Zach.
My name is Joey.
And this is a podcast where we dig deep on your favorite video games.
That's right.
And guess what?
What?
We're in the same room today!
Yeah!
And also guess what?
What?
Guys. Nope, it's definitely just us today.
Right.
Hey, open the fucking door.
Me, you, and me, Zach.
Yep, just us two. Nobody else is here knocking on the door.
This is gonna be a great...
This is gonna be fun.
What video game are we doing?
Yeah.
You
All right.
You guys haven't let me in this podcast for like weeks now. What the fuck?
Go open the door. Yay, Adam's back.
Woo, I'm back. I'm back from vacation finally.
I thought you were just kind of like gonna stay there.
Just stay in Greece.
Was that too much to ask?
Hey man, if I could have stayed in Greece, I would have.
I mean,
trust me.
To be fair, it is beautiful there.
Yeah, you could just get a job as a
nice.
prostitute or drug dealer.
You'd be a great prostitute drug dealer.
I could. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
The beard really sells it for the prostitute part.
Yeah, also the Greek, you look Greek part, everyone thinks Jews are Greek.
It's a very Greek beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the beard really helped me out. They were speaking to me in Greek actually a little bit there.
Nice.
So they thought they were one of you.
It was fun.
You were one of them. They thought you were one of them.
At first,
and they were one of you.
At first, they would say something Greek and I'd be like, what? Huh? What was that? It's a tough language, man.
Yeah.
It makes like no sense. It looks really cool though.
Speaking of tough languages, let's talk about our game today.
Yeah.
Because
well, thanks for being interested into what I was doing. All right, that was wonderful.
if you think that our listeners are here to hear about your stupid life, then you are sorely misunderstood because they don't even care about our stupid lives.
Remember that time I gave a shit about you? I did.
But you played the music. Let's talk about Eridu. Not the show or the movie, but the level.
I thought she was a singer.
It was Eridu a singer?
Oh, Erykah Badu.
Okay, it's close enough. If you like combine the name.
Right.
Eridu, yeah, for sure.
So what has she got to do with this?
Well, Erykah Badu apparently is just a giant stage where you run to the right and do nothing else.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
It's great.
There's a lot of right in this.
The only things that make this stage stand out are the fact that they've implemented this mechanic called wind resistance.
Ooh.
Which in real life is called wind resistance.
A little bit of physics here.
But it's only physics when they want it to matter.
Yeah.
Because the only time that the wind actually affects you is when you're jumping. When you're standing, apparently the wind absolutely does nothing for you. You know, just like in real life.
Okay.
When it's a really windy day and I jump in the air, and I get pushed backward.
That actually happens to me.
Well, you're like a piece of paper, so...
Yeah. I feel like we could fly you like a kite, Joey.
Shit.
I mean...
Try.
That would be quite an interesting day.
Yeah. Throw me off a cliff. I'm pretty sure I'll fly.
That'll probably work. Definitely not manslaughter. But the thing with this mechanic is that I don't have a problem with it in theory. It's just they don't do anything with it. There's no real usage of it.
Right? What you're saying is you have a problem with the theory of it.
I have a problem with everything.
The problem with everything.
Welcome to Extreme, where Zach has a problem with everything.
There's never anything that just goes smoothly for you.
Episode 129 of Zach bitches about stupid problems in video games.
Zach gets annoyed about something.
Well, the problem is that I know they could have done it better, because they did have one point in the stage where they actually implemented it well, where you have to actually go with the wind to make a long jump across a gap.
Right.
Which is smart. That's a good way to do that. But they did that literally once in the entire stage.
Yeah.
What they could have done is made it so that you do multiples of those kinds of jumps and maybe throw some enemies in the mix in the jump.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of dodge around them.
Yeah.
Like a chance to master that jump.
Yeah.
That windy jump.
Or like you have to kind of weave your way back and forth through like an obstacle maze where the wind keeps changing left and right. Like there's so many things you could have done with that.
Yeah.
And they just didn't do anything.
It's like they just didn't feel like it.
Right?
You know?
I wish there was like a level where like you had to battle all of this text that like comes across the screen.
Oh my god.
Just like shoot the text.
It's really ridiculous.
It really does cover up so much of the screen. And I know we're beating a dead horse with this, but it's just so everywhere. It never stops unless you manually go in to the options to turn it off. The default is on.
Oh, you could do that?
But it takes up like a third of the screen though.
No.
But that's a game I would play. Like hit the text away.
Shoot the text box away. It's like it's like a really intricate game of like Math Blaster.
Oh man, we got to review Math Blaster.
we totally could.
We can do one episode reviewing Math Blaster. Is it still good?
Thank God.
Yes.
I have it. I still have it on SNES.
Oh my god.
Really?
I didn't even realize it was on the SNES. I just played it on the computer.
There's like multiple
I did
versions.
too.
I think.
There's a bajillion Math Blasters. There's probably still new Math Blasters. Anyway, we're getting off track blasting math.
Yes.
We should be blasting our way through literally the same mini-boss 3 times in a row.
Right.
We should be blasting ass, but okay.
So, there's... This is just honestly ridiculous. So, they have the same mini-boss from the previous stage, where all it is just
saving money that way.
It's just that tank that jumps. So first off, it's the exact same asset, so they don't have to add any different shit into it or like take any different time or anything like that. But then, god damn it, get it away from his face.
Wait,
what was that? What?
One sec. It's mid-recording. This is going to be great. We'll
what are you
send it
doing
to
on
you.
my face?
Wait. Open your mouth for a second.
Just for like 1/2 second. That's beautiful. Thank you.
All right.
What the fuck was
There
that?
you go, buddy. That's lovely.
All right. For you listeners,
Wait,
we'll post it on Twitter or something.
We'll put it on our Twitter or Instagram.
What is that?
That is a picture of you with a small ornamental dick in your mouth.
I bought it from Thailand. Just for this moment.
Yes, and listeners, we will be putting this picture up on Twitter. It'll be the first Instagram picture that we'll put up for months, and it'll be worth it.
You know, there's one day I hope to like maybe like run for a political office, and I know this is all going to haunt me. It's all.
If it makes you feel any better, apparently scandals mean absolutely nothing in the political climate nowadays, so I really wouldn't worry about it.
There's going to be some like Tucker Carlson shit, like, and he likes to put ornamental penises in his mouth.
All right, fine. We won't post it on the internet.
Except we will.
It's too late. It's already recorded.
Yeah, once you record something, you definitely cannot take it back.
Yeah.
Right, Paul? Definitely no way we can take that back. Oh, anyway, we got very off track.
Yes.
So, the same boss 3 times in a row. So, literally, boss 1, exact copy from the previous stage. Second boss, same thing, but now the right side of the stage has a spike pit. Or, sorry, the left side has a spike pit.
Ooh.
And then the third
Classic.
time, now there are 2 spike pits.
2 spike pits.
Oh! the ominous ukulele.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a pretty ominous instrument.
I mean, when you place it next to 2 spike pits and a giant mech. See? It just happens. That's how you know that you've made a good game.
Yeah.
When you have 2 spike pits and a giant mech.
What was that chord?
I don't know.
No.
Diminished.
Yeah. It's a different, yeah.
So this is probably the pinnacle of laziness.
C sharp diminished, probably. Pretty sure that's what that was.
Yeah.
This is
So
the music is not the pinnacle of laziness. This is the pinnacle of lazy game design, where you just repeat the same thing literally 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
I think even the character recognizes that. It's like, are you fucking kidding me again? But I mean, it's like in movies where they make a stupid, like, corny joke, and they're like, "Oh, we're tongue-in-cheek in it, and gonna call out that we made a stupid joke." But it's like, if you make a stupid joke, and you know it's a stupid joke, and you acknowledge that it's a stupid joke, don't do the stupid joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta hammer it in,
Oh, right.
Keep the theme going.
Oh, I get it. The whole laziness thing over and over again. Speaking of...
No, I think they were... Yeah, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, Zach.
Whoa.
You know better.
Whoa.
All right. No, I think they were just trying to, like, save a few dollars there on designers, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's it.
They didn't want to make a new one,
and we're upset about that.
And we're upset about that because it's the year 2006 when they made this game. And it's not costly to put it on... Actually, no! It was released in 2014. Never mind. Come on.
Okay.
That was 5 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Hey, maybe the designers went on strike during this part.
Azure.
They went on Striker.
Azure Strikers.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's good. Speaking of on strike, Merrick's back, and he's still sitting in his chair, and he's still being a huge turd. Then again, literally, this is the same boss fight that we fought against him before. The only difference now is that there's wind and spikes. He really leaned in spike traps in this stage.
Yeah, wind and spike trap.
Oh my god, it's just ridiculous how much reuse of one thing. At least they used the wind and spikes in a creative way by combining it with the boss, which, I'll give it that. At least it's not completely terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm ready to move on.
Yes. Let's do it.
You sound exhausted.
I'm already exhausted. We've been recording for I don't even know how long.
Should we take a quick break?
Yeah, we'll take a quick break for our advertiser.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Welcome back to another late night rendition of Craigslist ads with your host, a really creepy dude. Tonight's Craigslist ad: eating soup with a lonely guy.
I'm currently making soup. I'm just preparing it right now.
Soup for one.
So I don't know yet if it'll be any good.
I have self-confidence issues.
It's a vegetable soup. I'll get back to you, and if the soup tastes any good,
Shouldn't have
I'll
used meat broth.
follow up with my address and details. Otherwise, I'll just thank you for your time.
Do you know any therapists in my area?
Eat soup with the lonely dude. Yeah, his name is Joey.
I'm so lonely.
Hey,
What?
yo, let me back in.
No.
I really don't know
Come on,
who
man.
keeps knocking at the door, but...
Come on, let me back in. This isn't fucking fair.
No solicitors.
Yeah, come on. Didn't you read the sign outside?
I got some really great milk nipples to sell you.
Okay, definitely not coming in with milk
Come
nipples.
on. It's great for your coffee, Joey.
Welcome
Zach
back
milk.
to
Zach milk has got a
Extreme.
lot of calcium. It's delicious. It's
Yeah.
creamy.
Extreme
Oh,
video games.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It's
That
delicious.
was weird. Some random.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that guy was. Yeah, it was like a call. It was like a random call that got me. I think it was that guy from that Craigslist ad.
Oh, he's coming to get you. He
Yeah.
wants that soup.
Yeah, he's coming.
You know what?
I'm
I think
sure
we're
it's
just
pretty good.
babbling right
Good
now.
borscht.
Speaking of which, next stage. That one actually worked. I get it. The stage is called Babel, as in the Tower of.
Yes.
So, oh my god. The elevator has become the river Styx, in its own words.
Basically.
So basically, it's a boss rush.
We should play some sticks.
But yeah, let's definitely do that and get the podcast taken down.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty prototypical boss rush area, except it's in an enclosed elevator, and there are no brakes.
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest part.
Right.
So instead of going right to left, it goes up.
Exactly, but you don't even go up. You just
Some
are.
clever. It's pretty clever.
Right.
That's clever.
As they would say in Jurassic Park, Alan!
Get on the chopper! That was the right one. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the quote, right?
That's it.
Not the clever girl thing?
Accurate. It was accurate.
Okay. So, the three bosses that we end up fighting in here are Stratos, Joda, and Viper. So Stratos, now with more bugs! And Joda, now with more Boy Scoutiness! And Viper with more weird attraction to young women. To be fair, she is 13, so this is still weird.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
At least she's not 12.
I mean, yeah, woof, really dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
I think Viper is 15, so it's still kind of weird, but not as weird as it could be. But at the end of the day, Japan, you're still really weird.
Yep.
Why are you making, like, 15-year-olds lust after 12-year-olds in fake games?
That's just
And
how life
And this is where my political career comes to die. This
Why,
is
you're
the
not-
segment that gets on Tucker Carlson.
Is your name Viper? Is that what's tattooed on your neck?
No one knows this is you, Adam Furman.
We were trying to use code names. Adam Furman, who lives in New York.
All right. To be fair, you guys haven't even let me in the room. I'm not part of this podcast.
What are you talking about? You were giving us milk in our coffee.
Just keep the door closed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If the door's closed, you're not really here.
Yeah, that's how that works. So, the difference between this boss fight and every other boss fight is that you have to beat them all with the same life bar, which in theory sounds very hard.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Am I supposed to agree with
moving
you
on.
there?
It's, it
Well,
wouldn't be a game that reminds us of Mega Man if there wasn't a boss rush.
there's got to be a boss rush. It's kind of just like a rite of passage. But at the same time, it remixes it from its originator by making it so you don't have to... You can't take a break in between and refuel on your energy.
Right.
Then you actually end up fighting that Elise character, and now she has more creepy third twin.
More!
Like, so much.
Wait.
My god.
Third
They're
twin?
just amping everything
Doesn't
up
make
here.
sense.
I know, they call her a twin, but there's like, it's our third twin. It's like, what?
You mean triplet?
Yeah, I think we need to change that pronoun there to triplet. Pronoun? I'm not good with English.
Noun.
There you go, noun.
Regular noun.
Regular noun.
Hasn't gone pro yet. Yeah.
It hasn't gone for
Amateur noun.
It's an amateur noun. Okay, the only difference now is that the third twin, now throws unblockable kunai. And the only difference between the fight and the one before is that you have to defeat the twins part without the third twice in a row to actually succeed. And then
Wait,
the game's like, oh, okay, no, you're done now.
Yeah.
If it's a third twin, isn't it a triplet?
We just went
We
through
just
this.
went through this.
What do you think we were
Where
talking
were
about?
you?
Adam Furman
Let's
from New
find
York.
out. I don't think I was there. Oh, you know what? You guys didn't let me in yet.
Oh, right.
I'm just...
Paul, make sure that he
Come on,
never
open
gets
it
in.
up there.
Actually, can you put in like a barring the door sound effect?
Is that a real sound effect?
I mean, it might be several sound effects, like layered on top of each other.
Jeez, it's just really locking it in there, Paul.
Yeah, just really locked. Okay. And
that
then
one sounded cool.
maybe we could like soundproof it too? Or is that asking too much?
Wait, how are you gonna...
Sweet.
This
That
silence.
was Dan.
Oh, damn it. I thought it worked for a minute. Paul,
Come
you
on.
teased us.
Come on, Paul.
Anyway,
Don't cut me out at this.
so we've been recording for so long, and there's still so much to talk about.
Yes.
So then Copen, that kid who was in the, who we fought before, who has a really weird hatred towards anybody with powers, came in and just killed the third twin. Just because, he hates them
Just
more than
like,
he
why
hates
not?
us.
Yeah.
But then he fights us, with more remix weaponry.
Yeah.
But now he also has a phase 3 attack called Doppler Desire, where he creates 4 clones of himself and then mooses into you real hard.
Mooses?
Yes.
We've replaced the word ramming with moosing because everyone rams, so we're tired of saying the word ram, so we're saying moose.
That's such Canadian bullshit right there.
Moosing? Pretty Canadian, eh?
Yeah,
This-
it's pretty Canadian.
I mean, nothing
I'm a
nothing wrong
big,
with moose, eh?
no, yeah, I'm a big fan of moose.
Rob Ford, eh?
Thanks.
Why you keep beating a dead
Rest his
horse
soul.
about Rob Ford?
Yeah,
I'm actually-
Leave the man alone.
Well, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing cocaine with, like, God or something, or I don't know.
That's sad.
Well, but you keep
That's
bringing
sad.
it up.
No, I mean,
What's wrong with you, Adam Furman from New York?
I'm just trying to remember him.
Let's talk about the next stage in that case.
Right.
Let's go right on to Firmament. But before we do, break time.
That's me. I'm Firmament. One day, mild-mannered Zach Witter was looking through a vintage Verdun game store when he suffered a terrible accident
Oh, God, my butthole!
and became the butt gun! Able to reload with a single cheek. Cheeky and extravagant, a regular asshole. EA Games calls him silent but deadly. The butt gun!
Don't get cheeky with me. And welcome back.
Hey, come on, man. I'm gonna keep doing
I
this.
swear I still hear
I'm just
something,
gonna,
but
I'm just gonna keep knocking. And
you just keep
knocking.
leaving. Why do you keep leaving? We let you in, and then you leave.
You
Yeah.
never let me in at
Just
any point.
stay in the room.
Just stay in.
No,
For me,
open
like-
the door. Just open the door.
Yes, Adam Furman from Hawaii. Why do you keep going out of the room?
Yeah, and when did you move to Hawaii?
I don't know.
It's a beautiful place.
In the middle of the
beautiful.
podcast, you just like got up and
You
left.
literally moved to Hawaii in that break.
Yeah.
I'm just
it was a good
impressed.
idea.
I mean, it's beautiful there.
Yeah.
But I think you should firmament yourself in one spot.
Is that how you use the word?
Nope. But I'm using it that way anyway.
Funnily enough.
Funnily enough, I'm doing that
Funnily, I
anyway.
forgot about that. That's a word.
Let's talk firmament.
Yeah, alright.
So, it's finally time to confront the final boss,
Yeah.
Nova. And
Wait, why do they call it
Yeah.
firmament?
man, why'd you ruin the ambience? I was going for a thing.
What thing were you going for? You're really
Let's go for
reaching
the
there.
epic final encounter.
Yeah, it's that big final encounter, man.
Yeah, epic final encounter, man.
Yeah, man.
Now
Man.
you're just making me feel bad.
Okay, so let's talk about the boss, Nova with Lumen. So,
Sounds like a good dish.
right?
Yeah,
Yes, it sounds very delicious. I'll have some Lumen on the side of my Nova.
Yeah.
This is disturbing. I feel like this is like sexual misconduct. Just for our listeners out there, Adam from New Zealand has decided to just kind of like rub his face against his phone, and I feel violated.
Are you trying to pick my nose, Joe?
I feel pretty violated.
Just stroking my face, Joe.
We have to talk about the game, damn it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Wipe that off.
so thanks. Okay, so do we care about the plot at all at this point? Yes,
Yes.
we do because
The best part.
Well, I mean, they've been saying the plot the whole game, and we haven't been paying attention to it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They stole Jewel back, so literally everything that we've done since the beginning of the game was useless.
Yeah.
So, good job, everyone. We fucking suck. But now he's harnessed her powers, and that he can use the Lumen power for his own. Basically what that means gameplay-wise is that he constantly has a shield around him, so you can't hit him. Unless you take out the Lumen. So, what you need to do is constantly stay next to him and use your flash field to disable the Lumen while making sure that he doesn't moose into you or shoot you with laser hula hoops?
Yeah, the laser hula hoops.
Like, what's up with that?
You're really trying to make moose into a thing here.
It's already a thing.
You're
don't
really trying to moose that in.
If you guys think moosing it is pushing too hard, please let us know at itstheextreme@gmail.com. That's itsthextrem@gmail.com. That's itsthextrem@gmail.com. Thank you. I think that added a little something to it. So, let's talk the fight. So, like I said, you gotta take out Lumen before you can actually fight Nova. So, easier said than done. Especially considering you only have 3 of those special bar effects they can use for this entire fight. And knowing that this is a final boss, you're going to assume that he is a phase 2.
Yes.
Because they all do. So, the strategy here is you just need to be careful and patient and probably just use Luxcalibur once and then you're done. But be careful, because he has this Mind Melder ability, which is phase 3, which creates colored orbs that moose into you.
I love orbs that moose.
Oh, they moose so hard.
Moose in arms.
They moose everywhere. But that's the thing. You know what? I don't know how many times... Seriously, we gotta get like a tracker for how many times we've said the word ram and moose throughout our 129 episodes.
Yeah.
29? 30?
This is the first time...
29th, I think?
This is the first time I've heard you moose. Honestly.
Yeah, you've been on vacation, Adam Furman from New York, who went to Greece.
Who then moved to New Zealand.
How much moosing has gone on since these past few weeks?
There's been a lot of moosing.
Lots of moose. Many moose.
It's just a standard action platforming kind of trope that everybody puts in when they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because that's like the fallback. Because everything originated from moosing into the player.
Right. You can't touch the bad guy.
Yeah, you always can't touch the bad guy, so an easy way to make an attack is to just make the bad guy's body a damage source.
Yeah.
So they carry that over from like the first action platformer game, first iteration of Mega Man, and it's been just a staple ever since. Yeah. I really wish we could just get this staple and remove it. But you know what?
That's how it evolved.
That's the people would probably boycott if they didn't have a boss that rammed into you at some point. I don't know why, but whatever. So that's the first part of the fight. Pretty standard boss fare, but like we said, there's a phase 2. So he absorbs Jewel into his body, which is weird considering she's human.
Right.
And then absorbs 3 other of the remaining bosses that we didn't fight into his body and becomes God.
Yeah. It's like that happened to me once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. It's like if you put everything into into a boiling pot and then you created a new god.
Yeah, and then you just become God.
Yeah, you just become God.
Pro tip.
Or you make a really sick pasta.
Either way, it's a win.
Yeah, there you go. If you're having trouble with this boss fight, make yourself a really dope pasta, and then you'll probably become God and win.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
I thought you were going to do a sting.
No.
Okay.
I thought there's already pro tip music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul just played it right now. Didn't you hear it?
Moose it in there.
Yeah, he moosed it right on in.
That's not how moose works.
Stop trying to make moose a thing. So,
That's my moose
just to
sound.
hammer home the fact that they think this boss is a god, they've named the attacks very godly things, like Divine Wind, or Laser Punch, or Darkness Claw. Wait a minute, these are going all over the place. Or Orbs!
These are like Pokemon attacks.
Yeah, right? Oh, but don't worry.
Doppler desire.
Orbs.
They have some very, very weird Latin phrase to describe its final attack, which is, I'm going to mess this up, Clamator Aetherius?
Clamator
I caught that one from this
Aetherius.
girl.
Oh no, you had Clamator Aetherius too?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's
Wait, can you say that one more time, Zach?
Clamator Aetherius! It's turning more and more like Red.
Yeah, it was like you come off with a very like southern Clamator right there.
I'm like expecting like the theme song from like the Cletus the Slack-jawed yokel thing from The Simpsons to pop in.
All right, Joe,
okay.
you're up. You got the ukulele.
We have a banjo thing already. We'll just put that in.
Yeah, put the banjo thing in there, it'll be fine.
Clamator.
Some
Clamator
folks will
juice.
never eat a clamator, but then again, some folk will like Cletus the Clamator Aetherius.
That was pretty catchy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, okay, so the Clamator Aetherius, we said it a lot. Basically, it's just a giant fireball that slowly crashes down onto the screen and kills you instantly if you don't beat the boss in a certain amount of time.
Right.
So, the second insta-kill attack that we've been privy to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
True.
it's weird. Does that mean that one boss and this final boss are kind of like equal power?
Yes, that's what it means.
I guess.
Yeah.
They're the only ones with finally devastating attacks that kill you in one hit.
Right.
You got it, Zach.
Interesting.
So apparently eating all that pasta didn't really turn him into much of a god.
No, didn't work.
See, the
But-
secret is just
Worth
to
it.
add a little bit of Clamator.
You gotta have a little bit of Clamator, then a lot of bit of Aetherius.
A lot of Clamator. Tad bit of
So-
Aetherius.
You beat him. So the way to fight this boss is you need to have trackers on the two robots that he has summoned, the white flying bird and the black mole robot. I don't know. You need to electrify them at the same time to remove the heart shield that's around his chest, and then you at the same time need to 1, 2, 3 lock onto all three of them. And then just kind of dodge around the attacks.
Yeah. It's a complex process.
It's a lot of locking on and dodging. But when you actually get into the groove of it, it's not too hard.
Yeah.
So you end up actually beating the deity, and he's all like, "How could I be beaten? I'm a god!" And then,
pasta.
and I had all the pasta power. Mario was jealous of me. I had so much pasta power. So you beat Pasta Power Man, and then we slowly decide to leave. We're very casually jaunting, like leaving, like, "Oh, okay, we beat the boss. I guess we can just kind of meander out of here."
It's a nice day out.
And then we run into Asimov. You remember that guy? That guy that's been talking to us a little bit?
Right. Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Like the entire fucking time on the screen. And we haven't been paying attention to anything they've been saying. Yeah, now he's important. To the point where he wants us to fucking plot twist and spoiler alert if you care about that. Asimov is actually the real bad guy.
What?
Where's the stinger?
Good, because I wanted to punch him in the face this whole game.
Where's my
tone down
musical
the
stinger for
violence
this
just a little bit.
revelation? This is such a beautiful revelation. Where's my musical stinger?
Adam?
Is that me?
I don't know. I'll do one. Here.
This is the saddest stinger. Let me try that again. Asimov's the bad guy. That was great.
Just doing diminished chords there.
Yeah.
Paul, can you just like put in a thing to make it like more intense? There we go.
Yeah, there you
So, Asimov wants to do the exact opposite of what Copen wants. Copen wants to destroy all the adepts, and Asimov wants to destroy all the non-adepts. So basically, everyone wants genocide. So everyone's an asshole in this game except for Gunvolt.
That's pretty good genocide music, right?
I feel like we picked appropriate toning or theming for the discussion about genocide.
Genocide.
You guys are very good at theming. This is fantastic. I really feel like I'm in the mood for some pasta power now.
Good old genocide.
Adam Furman from New Jersey. Why are you talking about genocide?
Jersey. Again.
So, Asimov, we're obviously going to say no to genocide because, genocide. And so then he kills us.
Damn.
And that's the end.
I think that works.
Yep. That's it.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
End of the game.
All right.
All right, peace.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
So you guys want to?
Pickle jerk.
Yeah. Or,
I got this cookie right here.
well, you good?
We can just use that.
Oh, that's pretty good. Let's get some chlamydia. Do a few lines of lumen.
That'd be good.
Yeah. That's a.
Yeah.
And then we can moose each other.
No. I'm not doing that shit again. You were really rough last time, Joey. No moosing for me.
Right?
Pause the recording.
Oh, we're pausing? Okay.
Our heroes have entered into the bad ending of the podcast. Such a shame. They were doing so well. Next week, we'll try and see if we can make it to this. What? We're doing it this week. Oh, okay. All right, never mind. We're yeah. Change the music quickly. Change it to something more upbeat.
All right. Should I switch it up? Should I go?
We'll be moving into the true ending.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome back.
Hey, come
Why
on,
do you
come
keep
on, guys.
fucking leaving?
Come on. Let me in here.
You know what? No, we're leaving you outside
hey,
this
let me
time.
know.
Goodbye.
No,
Goodbye. Put him on mute, Paul.
No.
All right.
That's what he gets for leaving for the fourth time.
Oh, I found the microphone button.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, Paul, you shouldn't leave it out here. Behind this locked door.
How did you leave him a mic in there,
Hey,
Paul?
come on, Paul. Amateur.
Anyway.
Amateur.
Let's talk about the true ending.
True ending.
That was the bad ending where you die. But there's a good ending where you don't die.
But
Ooh.
So, if you've been collecting jewels for Jewel the entire time, she ends up fashioning you a pendant, a normal ass pendant.
I've always wanted a pendant.
Yeah, just something you just wear.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, when you get shot, if you have the pendant, it miraculously blocks the bullet from killing you instantly.
Ooh.
But you're still dying because you were shot. But you're not dead.
Okay.
Do you think that would block a bullet? A nice pendant?
I've heard of dumber things that block bullets.
Yeah, like Zach. You're a dumb thing that blocks bullets.
I don't. Yeah, well, you don't need to bring up the fact that I'm a zombie. Jesus, like I felt like that was.
Yeah, like,
Zombie
at least he
Zach.
blocks bullets. Come on.
I feel like that's kind of like out of the need to discuss here.
Yeah,
I can't believe you're bringing up race here right now. Like on this podcast, Adam Furman from New Jersey.
Yeah, fucking Jew.
And door closes.
So, let's talk about Azure, the true ending. So we start off with fighting another boss, because why not?
Yeah.
We fight Carrera, now with more ye old douchiness. Seriously,
did you write that down? More yield douchiness.
You should be writing for this video game.
I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't write for video games. Clearly, I have a knack
Ye
for it.
old douchiness. Ye old douchiness.
That sounds like something you'd hear in that new Matt Groening show.
Which one?
The like fantasy world one.
Yeah.
You're being a ye old douche. Anyway, so basically they just gave up on level design for this stage, and it's just a hallway again.
Yeah.
But then you go and fight. You fight Asimov for real.
Yeah.
And apparently, when he takes off his glasses, he becomes basically like Gunvolt but taller.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know, he also becomes like Zeus for some reason? He looks like Zeus.
Can we go back to that uh-oh?
Uh-oh.
That was like I just pooped a little bit. Uh-oh.
Whoopsie. Had a little boo-boo in my diaper.
Zach.
Whoopsie.
We have to go right now.
After the podcast. I'll change you later. Alright, so there's another electric Septima, and his name is Asimov. So he has electric powers, so basically it's the exact same thing as like you're fighting yourself, because it's a metaphor. This game's a metaphor. Do you get it? The game's a metaphor.
For moose.
We're suddenly deep now. Now it's a metaphor.
Knee deep in moose.
I'm knee deep in moose.
Uh-oh.
Whoopsie. Anyway. So, the only cool thing about this fight are two things. One, the electric power struggles that happen. So he'll try to moose into you, but he does it in such a way that you can put up the force field while he has his force field up, and then you kind of like power struggle to whose force field is stronger.
Right.
So it's pretty good. That's a pretty good way to actually switch up a moosing attack.
Yeah.
You have like a power struggle moosing situation.
Yeah, like Dragon Ball or Harry Potter.
Or yeah, Dragon Potter. Potter Ball Z.
Potter.
Next time on Potter Ball Z. Anyway, he has like also he's got gun.
Guns. Yeah, gun.
Yeah, that's it. Just gun.
Volt.
And his phase 3 is called Voltaic Chains.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty dope. He covers the entire screen in gigantic chains, which I guess is it relative to them? Or relative to the screen, but they're very large.
Right.
How did he summon such large chains?
Do they know what size the screen is?
Maybe this is the fourth wall break.
Damn, there's some HD chains right there.
Look at that. These chains are like so nice. Why would you electrocute such nice chains? So yeah, the screen's covered in chains. He electrifies the chains. Don't touch the chains. It's as simple as that.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. Touch the chains?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
More poop came out.
Oh, God. We gotta finish this up quick. So, after you fight him, Asimov dies. Zeno and Monica, for some reason, the people who've been chatting in your ear the entire game, just somehow are now there.
Yep.
And then they're all like, what the hell just happened? And then Gunvolt's sad.
No.
And then everyone's sad. And then
I thought this was the good ending.
yeah, this is the good ending.
Where's the
Everyone's-
uplifting,
Nope. Everyone's
how are
dead
they
in
going
the
to
good
moose that
ending.
uplifting ending in there?
Well, the good ending is that you're not dead, but everyone else is dead and on the inside.
Well,
Okay.
wait a minute.
That's-
Technically, you're a zombie, Zach.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I was already dead on the inside, so I'm used to it. So, the good ending,
Yeah.
quote unquote,
Yeah.
is complete. Yay. Don't we all feel happy? Everyone's sad and depressed now, but that was the true ending. But I think that's all we have to talk about today with Gunvolt. No! Remove the stinger!
Sorry.
It's too happy for this ending. There you go. So thank you all again for listening. This has been another beautiful, hopefully not too rambly episode of Extreme. Paul, hopefully you can clean up some of the garbage. And I love you forever. Thank you for putting up with our shit.
Guys, are you going to start the podcast yet?
Oh my god, where even are you, Adam Furman, in space?
Was this the rehearsal?
Permanent space.
Was this the rehearsal?
Adam Furman in space! David Bowie in space! Anyway, no. Thank you all for listening so much. I really appreciate it.
Do you?
This game, what do we think about this game, guys?
I give it a thumb and a half up.
A whole thumb up? A whole half thumb? Alright. Paul, I'm going to need you to help me with this one. So, I'm going to give it a...
Semen.
Out of... There we go. Thank you, Paul.
That was accurate.
Yeah.
That was very accurate.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Very
that.
precise.
But yeah, Adam, what did you think of the game, considering you played it for real?
Yeah, considering that I played it for real, I think I'm gonna give it 2 chunguses. I'm gonna give it half a chlamydia, a teaspoon of lumen, just to get that funky flavor in there.
Get that funky sugar.
And I'm going to put in the rest of Joey's hair.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, that's not all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Just a little.
What about his beard?
Yeah, it's like it's a dash.
A dash.
I want to touch his beard. I don't know where that thing has been.
I mean,
It goes places.
it mops some serious floors with that beard.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you all again for listening. I really do think I've been shitting on this game a little bit at points, but honestly, it's one of the better Mega Man-ish games that I've seen in recent years.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's very fast-paced. The controls are excellent, super tight. It's a great game, honestly, if you're like a speedrunner, where you like beating games very quickly. I could see this being like one of those games where you just fly through it.
Yeah,
but if you're a bookworm like me, you're just going to have to read everything in there. I don't think you could fly through it.
No, you're going to have to stop every second to read. So that would be maybe a suggestion for the next game.
It's like 1,000 pages of text in there.
Well, I guess we'll have to see next game if they do anything different.
Maybe we should just read.
That guy's dead now, so...
Yeah, we got to figure out what happens now. Maybe they all become alive again on the inside. But for now, thank you all again for listening. If you want to reach out to us, you know how. It's theextreme@gmail.com. That's ITSTHEXSTREAM@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know if you have any games you want us to talk about in the future, or again, we'll just keep on keeping on. Maybe we'll do Math Blaster. Who knows?
Yes!
But yeah, thank you all again, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bow, bow.
Peace.
Or will we? No, we will.